My name is Sarah. I am 27 years old. I live in a small apartment with my husband, Jake. We have been married for 2 years. Our life was simple, not perfect, but calm. We worked, we ate together, we watched TV at night. Sometimes we laughed, sometimes we argued, but I thought we were strong. 5 weeks ago, I gave birth to our baby girl. It was a hard day. I was tired, I was scared, but I was also happy, very happy. When I first saw my baby, I cried. I held her close. She was small and soft. She had tiny hands, tiny fingers. I felt love, a big, warm love in my chest. But something was different. My baby had very light hair, almost blonde, and her eyes were pale blue. Very light, very bright. I have brown hair. Jake has brown hair too. My eyes are dark brown. Jake's eyes are also brown. So when the nurse gave us our baby, Jake looked confused. He stared at her. He did not smile. He did not say anything for a long time. I felt strange. I felt worried. "Jake?" I said softly. "She is beautiful, right?" He did not answer right away. He kept looking at the baby. Then he looked at me. His face was serious, cold. "Why does she look like that?" he asked. I blinked. "What do you mean?" "She doesn't look like us," he said. His voice was low. "Her hair, her eyes. This is not normal." I felt my heart drop. I felt hurt, very hurt. "Babies can look different," I said. "Sometimes hair and eyes change later. It is normal." But Jake shook his head. "No, this is strange. This is not right." I did not understand. I was tired. My body hurt. My head hurt. I just wanted peace. I just wanted to hold my baby and rest. "Please, Jake," I said. "Not now. I am tired. We can talk later." But he did not stop. He kept looking at the baby like she was a problem, like she was not his. That moment stayed in my mind. I could not forget it. I felt scared. I felt alone. The next day, we went home. I was still weak. I moved slowly. My sister Emma came to help me. She cooked. She cleaned. She helped me hold the baby. She smiled at my daughter and said, "She is so cute." That made me feel better. But Jake was different. He was quiet. Too quiet. He did not hold the baby much. He did not talk to me much. He stayed in another room. Sometimes I saw him just staring at nothing. One night, he came to me. His face was serious again. "We need to talk," he said. I felt nervous. "Okay." He took a deep breath. "I want a paternity test." I froze. I could not move. I could not speak for a few seconds. What?" I asked slowly. "A paternity test," he said again. "I need to know if the baby is mine." My chest felt tight. I felt pain, not in my body, in my heart. "Jake," I said, "what are you saying? Of course she is yours." But he shook his head. "I am not sure. I need proof." Tears came to my eyes. I could not stop them. "I did not cheat," I said. "Never. I love you. Why would you think this?" He looked away. "I don't know, but this does not make sense." I felt angry now. angry and sad at the same time. Babies can be born with light hair, I said. It can change later. This is normal. You can search online. You can ask a doctor. I don't care, he said. I want the test. If you say no, then maybe we should end this marriage. His words hit me hard. Very hard. End this marriage. I felt like I was falling into a dark place. I looked at my baby. She was sleeping, so peaceful, so small. I did not want a fight. I did not want stress. I was tired. I was weak. I just gave birth. Fine, I said quietly. We will do the test. Jake nodded. He did not say thank you. He did not say sorry. The next morning, he packed a bag. Where are you going? I asked. To my parents' house, he said. I need space. Space. That word hurt too. You are leaving me? I asked. Now? When I just had a baby? I need time to think, he said. This is too much. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry loudly, but I did not. I just stood there, holding my baby. Okay, I said. My voice was soft, weak. He left. The door closed. The house felt empty, very empty. I sat on the couch and cried. I cried and cried. My baby woke up and started crying too. I picked her up and held her close. It's okay, I whispered. It's okay. But I did not feel okay. Days passed slowly, very slowly. Emma stayed with me. She helped me every day. Without her, I don't know what I would do. Jake did not come home. He stayed with his parents. He did not call much, just short messages, cold messages. How is the baby? Did you schedule the test? That was all. No, I miss you. No, are you okay? I felt alone, very alone. One day I got a call from his mother, Linda. I answered the phone. Hello! Her voice was sharp. Sarah, I heard everything. I felt nervous. Okay? If that baby is not my son's child, she said, I will make sure you regret it. I was shocked. What? I did nothing wrong. We will see, she said. The truth will come out. Then she hung up. I stared at my phone. My hands were shaking. I felt scared. I felt angry. I felt tired. Why was this happening to me? I did nothing wrong. Nothing. That night, I held my baby close. I looked at her small face, her light hair, her blue eyes. She is yours, I whispered. She is ours. But Jake was not there to hear it, and that hurt the most. The next days felt very long. Each day was slow. Each hour felt heavy. I stayed at home with my baby girl. I fed her. I changed her. I held her close. I tried to smile for her. But inside, I felt tired. I felt sad. I felt empty. My body was still weak after the birth. Sometimes I could not stand for long. Sometimes I felt pain in my back. Sometimes I felt dizzy. But I had no time to rest. My baby needed me. She cried at night. She cried in the morning. She needed milk. She needed comfort. So I stayed strong. I had to stay strong. Emma stayed with me every day. She was kind. She was patient. She cooked simple meals, soup, rice, eggs, easy food. She cleaned the house. She helped me carry the baby when my arms felt too heavy. One afternoon, Emma looked at me and said, "You need to rest." "I can't," I said. "The baby." "I will watch her," she said. "You sleep." I nodded, but my mind was busy. I could not relax. I lay on the bed, but I kept thinking about Jake, thinking about his words. I want a paternity test. I need proof. Those words played again and again in my head. I felt hurt, deep hurt. I trusted him. I loved him. But he did not trust me. I closed my eyes, but I could not sleep. Later that evening, my phone buzzed. It was a message from Jake. "Did you set the appointment for the test?" I stared at the message. No hello, no how are you, just the test. I felt anger rise inside me. I typed slowly, "Yes, it is tomorrow morning." He replied, "Good." That was all. I put my phone down. My hands were shaking again. Emma saw my face. "What happened?" "He only cares about the test," I said. "Nothing else." Emma frowned. "That is not right. You just had a baby. He should be here." I nodded. I know. The next morning came quickly. Too quickly. I woke up early. I felt nervous. I felt cold, even though the room was warm. Emma helped me get ready. I dressed my baby in a soft pink outfit. She looked so small, so innocent. "It will be okay?" Emma said. I nodded, but I was not sure. We went to the clinic together. The air inside was clean and quiet. Too quiet. I held my baby close. I did not want to let her go. Jake was already there. When I saw him, my heart moved. I missed him. I really missed him. But he looked distant, like a stranger. "Hi," I said softly. "Hi," he replied. That was all. No hug, no smile. He looked at the baby for a second, then looked away. I felt pain again, sharp pain in my chest. A nurse called our names. We followed her into a small room. The test was simple. They took samples. It was quick, but it felt heavy. Everything felt heavy. After the test, we walked outside. There was a short silence. "It will take a few days," Jake said. "I know," I replied. Another silence. I wanted to say something. I wanted to fix this, but I did not know how. "Jake," I said, "I did not cheat." He looked at the ground. "We will see." Those words hurt more than before. "We will see." I felt tears in my eyes again, but I did not cry. Not here. Not in front of him. "I already know," I said quietly. "She is your daughter." He did not answer. We went separate ways after that. He went back to his parents. I went home with Emma and my baby. The waiting time was the worst. Each day felt longer than the last. I checked my phone many times. I waited for a message, for a call, for something. But nothing came. At night, I could not sleep well. I woke up many times. I looked at my baby. I listened to her breathing. Sometimes I whispered to her, "Everything will be okay." But I was not sure. One evening, Linda called again. I did not want to answer, but I did. "Hello?" I said. Her voice was cold. "We are waiting for the results." "I know," I said. "You should be worried," she added. "Very worried." "I am not," I said, trying to stay calm. She laughed a little. "We will see the truth soon." I felt anger again. There is nothing to see. I did nothing wrong. She did not listen. She just kept talking. "If you lied to my son, you will pay for it." I closed my eyes. I felt tired of this. So tired. "I did not lie," I said again. But she had already hung up. I sat there in silence. My baby was sleeping in my arms. Emma was in the kitchen. "Why do they hate me?" I whispered. I did not understand. Days passed. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Still no result, still no peace. Then on the 4th day, I got a message. It was from the clinic. "Your test results are ready. Please come in." My heart started beating fast. Very fast. This was it. This was the moment. I looked at Emma. "It's ready." She nodded. "Let's go together." I sent a message to Jake. "The results are ready." He replied quickly this time. "I'll meet you there." Of course. Now he is fast, I thought. We got ready again. I held my baby. My hands felt cold. At the clinic, Jake was already waiting, just like before. We looked at each other. No smile, no warmth. "Let's go," he said. I nodded. We walked inside together. Step by step. Slow steps. My heart was loud in my chest. I was nervous. I was scared. But deep inside, I also felt something else. I felt sure. Very sure. Because I knew the truth. I always knew the truth. Now it was time for Jake to see it too. We sat down in a small room. The same kind of room as before. White walls, a small table, 2 chairs. Everything looked clean, but it did not feel calm. It felt heavy. Very heavy. I held my baby close to my chest. She was quiet. She looked peaceful. I wished I could feel the same. Jake sat next to me. Not too close. There was a small space between us. That space felt big. Bigger than the room. A nurse came in and gave us a paper. She smiled a little, but I could see she felt the tension. She left quickly. Now it was just us. The paper was on the table. The result. The truth. My hands were shaking. I did not want to open it alone. "You open it," I said. Jake nodded. His hands were shaking too. I could see it. For a moment, no one moved. Then slowly, he picked up the paper. He took a deep breath. Then he opened it. I watched his face, not the paper. His face. At first, his eyes moved quickly, reading, searching. Then suddenly, his eyes stopped. His face changed. His eyes became wide. Very wide. His mouth opened a little. He looked shocked. He looked frozen. I knew. I did not need to see the paper. I already knew. But I still asked, "What does it say?" He did not answer. I leaned closer and looked at the paper. The probability of paternity is 99.99%. I read it again, then again. I felt something rise inside me. Relief, warm, strong relief. I was right. I always knew I was right. I looked at Jake. He still looked shocked, like he could not believe it. And in that moment, something inside me broke a little. All the pain, all the fear, all the nights alone, all the crying. It came out. "I told you so," I said. My voice was not loud, but it was strong. Then I laughed. I could not stop it. It was not a happy laugh. It was not a kind laugh. It was a tired laugh. A hurt laugh. I laughed because I felt too much. I laughed because I survived this. I laughed because he was wrong. Jake looked at me. His face changed again. Now he looked angry. "Why are you laughing?" he said. I stopped a little, but I still smiled. "Because I told you. I told you again and again." "This is not funny," he said. His voice was louder now. "I know," I said. "It was not funny when you left me. It was not funny when you said I cheated." His face became red. "I was confused. Anyone would be confused." I shook my head. No. Not everyone would leave their wife after she just had a baby. He stood up suddenly. "You don't understand." "I understand everything," I said. "You didn't trust me. That is the truth." We started arguing. The room felt smaller. The air felt tight. "You laughed at me," he said. "That is cruel." "Cruel?" I repeated. "You asked for a test like I am a stranger, like I am a liar. Is that not cruel?" He did not answer that. He just kept talking louder. "You made me look stupid." I laughed again, but softly this time. "You did that yourself." His eyes became sharp. "Stop it." "No," I said. "I will not stop." I stayed quiet for days. I cried. I waited. "Now you can listen." He looked angry, very angry, but he stayed silent. "I was alone," I said. "I was in pain. I just had a baby, and you left me." "I needed space," he said. "You needed trust," I replied. That made him quiet again. There was a long silence. Then the door opened. Emma walked in. She looked at both of us. "Is everything okay?" she asked. Jake looked at her, then at me. He said nothing. "It's done," I said. "He is the father." Emma smiled a little. "Of course he is." Jake looked uncomfortable. He picked up his jacket. "I need to go," he said. I stared at him. "Go where?" "Back to my parents' house," he said. "I need to think." Again. "I need to think." Those words again. I felt tired. So tired. "You had time to think," I said quietly. "Many days." He did not answer. He just walked out. Just like before. The door closed. And again, I was left behind. But this time, something was different. Before I felt broken, lost, weak. Now I felt calm, not happy, not yet, but calm. Because I knew the truth, because I did nothing wrong. Emma came to me and touched my shoulder. "Are you okay?" I nodded slowly. "I think so." I looked at my baby. She was awake now. Her blue eyes looked at me. I smiled at her. "You hear that?" I whispered. "He is your dad." She made a small sound, a soft sound. I felt a small smile grow on my face. Later that day, we went home. The house was still quiet, still empty, but it did not feel as heavy as before. I sat on the couch and thought about everything: Jake's words, his doubt, his anger, and his silence. I also thought about my own words. "I told you so," and my laugh. Maybe it was not kind. Maybe it hurt him, but I was hurt too. Very hurt. That night, my phone rang. It was Linda. I looked at the screen for a long time. Then I answered. "Yes," I said. Her voice was different now, not as strong. "We heard the result," she said. I waited. There was a small silence. Then she said, "Jake is upset." I closed my eyes. I was upset too. She did not answer right away. "You should not laugh at him," she said finally. I opened my eyes. "And he should not accuse me." Silence again. Then she said, "He will come home when he is ready." I did not reply, because I did not know if I was ready anymore. Not for him, not for this. I ended the call. I looked around my quiet home. I held my baby close, and I asked myself one question: what happens now? The next few days were quiet again, but this time the quiet felt different. Before, it felt heavy. It felt dark. Now it felt clear, like after a storm. The sky is not sunny yet, but the rain has stopped. Jake did not come home. He did not call. He sent only one message: "I need more time." I read it many times. The same words again. More time. I did not reply. I was tired of those words. I started to focus on my baby more. I watched her face. I watched her small movements. She was growing little by little. Each day, she looked more alive, more aware. Sometimes she looked at me and smiled a little. Not a full smile, just a small one. But it made my heart feel warm. I talked to her a lot. "Good morning," I would say. "Did you sleep well?" "You are strong," I told her. "You and me. We are strong." I repeated those words often, because I needed to hear them too. Emma stayed with me for one more week. Then she had to go back to her own home. Before she left, she hugged me tightly. "You will be okay," she said. I nodded. "Thank you for everything." "You are not alone," she added. But after she left, the house became very quiet again. Just me and my baby. One afternoon, I sat near the window. The sun was soft. The room was warm. My baby was sleeping in my arms. I thought about my life. Before the baby, before all this. Jake and I used to laugh together. We used to cook together. We used to plan small trips, simple things. Now everything felt far away, like another life. I asked myself, can I trust him again? The answer did not come fast. I thought about his face in the hospital. Cold, doubtful. I thought about his words. I need proof. I thought about the nights I cried alone. I closed my eyes. No, I whispered. Not yet. Maybe not for a long time. That evening, there was a knock on the door. My heart jumped. I stood up slowly, holding my baby. I walked to the door and opened it. It was Jake. He looked tired. His eyes were red, like he did not sleep well. We looked at each other for a long moment. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied. There was silence. Can I come in? He asked. I moved a little to the side. Okay. He walked inside slowly. He looked around the house. Everything was the same, but also not the same. He looked at the baby. She looks bigger, he said. I nodded. She is growing. He stepped closer. Can I hold her? I hesitated, just for a second. Then I gave her to him. He held her carefully, like she was something very fragile. His face changed, softer now. She's beautiful, he said quietly. I said nothing. We sat down, another silence. Then he spoke. I'm sorry. I looked at him. I waited. I was wrong, he said. I didn't trust you. I hurt you. I listened, but my heart did not move fast. It was slow, careful. I was scared, he continued. I didn't understand. I don't know what I thought. You thought I cheated, I said. He looked down. Yes. The word was small but heavy. I never did, I said. I know, he replied. Now I know. I took a deep breath. That should have been enough before, I said. My words should have been enough. He nodded slowly. You're right. Silence again. I missed everything, he said. Her first days. Your pain. I wasn't here. No, I said. You weren't. His eyes filled with regret. I want to fix this, he said. I want to come back. I want to be a family again. I looked at him carefully. I wanted to believe him, but I also remembered everything. I don't know, I said honestly. He looked surprised. What do you mean? I mean, I am still hurt, I said. Very hurt. He nodded. I understand. Trust is broken, I continued. It is not easy to fix. I will try, he said quickly. I will do anything. I shook my head slightly. It's not about doing anything fast. It takes time, real time. He stayed quiet. You left me when I needed you most, I said. That is not small. I know, he said again. I looked at my baby, now sleeping in his arms. You can stay, I said slowly. You can be her father. You can be here. His face showed a little hope. But, I added. He looked at me again. But we are not okay yet, I said. Not as a couple. His hope became smaller. We need time, I said. And not your kind of time. Not running away time. Real time. Together. Honest. He nodded slowly. Okay. If you want this family, I said, you need to stay, even when it's hard, even when you feel confused. I will, he said. I watched him carefully. I hope so, I replied. That night, he stayed. He helped with the baby. He changed her. He held her when she cried. It felt strange, new, different, not like before, but maybe it was a start. Days passed. Slowly we talked more. Not about everything at once. Small talks, simple talks, step by step. Some days were good, some days were not. Sometimes I felt close to him. Sometimes I felt far. But I did not hide my feelings anymore. If I felt hurt, I said it. If I felt tired, I said it. He listened more now. He tried. And I saw it. One night, I looked at my baby sleeping between us. I felt calm, not perfect, but calm. I learned something from all this. Trust is not a small thing. Trust is everything. Without trust, love becomes weak. Without trust, even a happy home can break. I also learned about myself. I'm stronger than I thought. I can stand alone. I can protect my child. And I will never accept disrespect again. My name is Sarah. This is my story. And if there is one lesson, it is this. Trust the person you love. Listen before you judge. And never leave someone when they need you the most. Because some pain can be healed, but some pain stays for a long time.